So this video is going to be a really short one, and in this video we are going to focus on making a blog, not focusing on all the details, how to get into the nitty gritty, but just to get started with making one. And so let's get started. I'll start sharing my screen and show you how it's done. We are going to make a new repository on GitHub from the previous repository. I hope you remember how to make one already. We are going to name this one as blog, quite evident though. Blog. Yeah, fine. This is a blogging website. This is mine. Should be in order. Like it. We can add a README file and then create the repository. And also in this lecture, we are going to see how we can use VS Code inside the browser itself. Inside the browser, we can just press dot and then it can open a VS Code instance on the browser itself. Now we are going to set up this repository into a GitHub page. We are going to set up a GitHub page. From this, we are going to choose a theme from it. Inside the settings, we can go inside the pages tab and then choose a theme for it. So you can see there are a lot of themes like Simon theme, there are Slate. These are all the ways you can, use the README file. Just get started with small README files and then generate this whole website. And you can nest all the features, all whatever blog you want to write with headers and all this code and everything, right? I'll show you how it's done. The one which I really like is this hack theme. So I'm gonna show you how this hacker theme is. Let it load. So this is how it looks actually. So you can see I really like the theming of this theme, and we are going to select this theme. And right after we select this theme, it is automatically going to use our README file for the apparently index.md for our file. Okay, so it also created a index.md file. So as you can see, this is all in Markdown, right? So you can edit this and then start having your own contents over here. So basically, I'll leave it like this for now. Go inside my repository. We can see we have a README here. We'll start creating all these things inside of VS Code instead. So I'm going to press dot on my keyboard, and it is going to load the VS Code instance for the repository. We can wait for a while for it to load up. I hope it is loading all right. Yeah. So you can see pretty much it. I'll just zoom in a little bit so that it's all clear to you. Yeah. I'll set this up like this. I hope it's clear. So we are going to see the source control for now. So the README file has not loaded yet. So we are going to create a new file. Okay, so this does take a little time to load. We'll wait for it. I hope my stream is all right. Yeah, it is. We have not a good connection. This is why it's loading so much. I probably reload it. Yeah, it's there. Okay. So now we are going to create the index file, index.md. All right. And I like the naming all small. Caps just scare me a lot. Yeah. So in the index dot readme dot file markdown file, we whatever we are going to write is going to load up when we open the link of our blog. I'll show you how it's done a little later after we write down the index.md file. So we are going to write a header with this is my first blog website, and on below that I can also give a second heading by Milind. Sure, I can write down my name, and inside that, whatever details we need to write, we are going to see that. But for now, we are going to just load up these. We are going to save this up, and then we are going to push it to our repository. Made the index file. So this is how you push into a VS Code. Okay, you need to enter command enter or control enter on Windows so that it gets pushed into the repository. Okay, I'll just pull for once if there are any changes. I'm gonna open my GitHub, open my repository. Okay, so my repositories. So this is my blog. Also, I created inside the pages. So this is where my blog exists. So if I open it, so okay, so this is actually a different readme. Okay, I think what it did is it started creating inside a different branch of this. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to open this inside a different branch, GH pages branch. Whatever is there in this branch will get published into the main site. So there is the config.yml file which starts using this Jekyll theme. Okay, we are using the Jekyll theme hacker from Jekyll. Okay, this is how you set up. And inside the index.md, whatever is there, it just gets loaded up in this website. So whenever whatever you edit, this loads up into a nice formatted form, which is already structured inside this Jekyll theme. All right, we are going to do that. Sorry about the fuss. I'm gonna delete whatever is there in the index.md. I'm gonna just delete that. Yeah, I deleted that. README. I just want to go on GH pages branch, and then same drill, just press the dot so that the editor opens this um, branch in the VS Code instance. So we are there. Okay, so I'm gonna delete everything and just put in a header. This is my first blog website. Okay. By Okay, so you can also add hyperlinks in Markdown like this. I'm gonna add my GitHub repository here, GitHub account here. Okay, and we are gonna see how it looks for now. And in order to push all the changes, we are just going to write the commit message, updated the index.md markdown file, command enter to push, and we can see the changes in a little while because it takes a little time to load, I guess. Yeah, it's not really loaded yet. So in order to, yeah, so I just have to go browse to GitHub. in my repository, the blog repository, inside the GH pages, we can see the index.md is actually updated. We are going to see this inside this. Where is it? I'm gonna copy the link and then paste it in the description of this repository. That'll be so much easier. You can copy this and go here into the settings and then website. You can add this website here. So this is a blog website using Markdown. Jekyll theme. Yeah. So we can add all these topics inside my repository. So I'm gonna browse through this. I'm gonna reload it. Yeah. So you can see all the changes have been made. Whatever changes I made inside the index.md file has been reflected in this website. So in order to create pages inside this blog site, what you can do is you can, in blogging, you have all these topics, right? You can give a tutorial, like let's say if you have a tech blog, so you can have this one uh, technical blog about how to make some backend thing using Node.js, some front end thing using React. So you can make all these routes inside your blog file. So how can you do that? So you can go inside. Okay, we have the VS Code instance already here. So what you can do is blog1.md. What we are going to do inside the index.md, we are going to write down so we are going to create a hyperlink. One blog one. We are just going to copy the relative path for this and then just paste here. Yeah. So this is how you do that. So you can create a blog2.md and you can probably create more blog3.md. All are markdown files. These are all getting rendered by Jekyll. So you don't have to worry about the HTML and CSS. You just have to write down all these markdown files and you can control it by that. So I'm just going to I'm gonna save this and inside I'm gonna write some content and I can write, home, right? Home. Where is home? Home. I can give a link back to home. So that should be not this. Okay, so what is mine? I can go back here every time. Some useful tech blog. And then you can, write down all your contents. And in order to give some code, you can use this feature. Some code here. So this gets rendered out as code. You can write here whatever code it is. It's just text for me. So I'm just gonna write text. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna copy this and just replicate in the blog2 and blog3 and then make the required changes for blog2. Yeah. So you can write some, let's say Java. So you're gonna write some public static void main. I'm just gonna write some hello word here. I wanna see how it's gonna work out. So yeah, we have the blog 2 and then the blog 3. All right, we can have some JavaScript here. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm gonna rename this. Blog 2 is sorted, the 1 is sorted. We have all the relevant links for all the 3 blogs which we already wrote. So we are gonna push the changes. Made few blogs. Command enter to push, and then we can see all the changes which were made in the GH pages branch of the same. Okay, so is it reflected yet? We're gonna see if that is already done. Yeah, we have it. So we can go home from here. We have some code here, all right. And we can go to the blog 2. We have some code here, Java code here. We can go to the home. We have blog 3 here. We have some JavaScript code over here. And then you can, of course, write some paragraphs on just to explain how you things work. I'm going to show you how you can add an image to it as well. You can just use this format in order, if you want to really add an image, what you can write is exclamation mark, and then this is going to be the alt text for the image, and here you can write the URL for the image in order to, you know, make the blog visually appealing, right? Yeah. So that's about it. That was just a small video about how to make a blog website in as little time as possible. Thank you for watching. See you in the next blog. See you in the next tutorial.